What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today in this video. I hope you're all doing well. I'm excited to get this reading to you today. What we're going to look at is how can you manifest. Whoa, why did I say it like that? How can you manifest your dreams, your wishes, your desires, whatever it is that you're yearning for? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. Well, anyways, let me just get into the piles. As you can see, pile 1 here, this is rose quartz. Pile 2, we have pyrite. Pile 3, lapis lazuli. And pile 4, amethyst. All right, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading. Welcome. Let's take a look at how you can manifest your dreams, your wants, your desires. All right, we're going to start off with the numinous astro deck, and we're going to look at the overall general themes of how you can manifest what you want. First, we have 4th house roots. Ooh, right away, I'm just getting that some of you may be Cancers, but you have to have a good, solid foundation in your home life, in your family life, in your background. You know, it says comfort, cooking, your inner world needs to be right in order for you to manifest something. So I feel that for you, pile 1, especially since you chose the rose quartz, I feel like you have to be more connected to your inner world, your heart chakra, your heart space. And if you're kind of disconnected from that, or everything is not in order, it may be a little bit more difficult for you to manifest. So I'm hearing for some of you, even like the aesthetic of your home might even impact how productive you are. So make sure to look into feng shui, or look on interior design blogs or anything like that to see what can you do to bring life and energy into your home. Opens up some windows. Make sure to sage often. I'm getting that you may be very sensitive to other people's energies. So when you're out about in the day, or you're interacting with your friends, your family, whoever it may be, their energy easily attaches onto you. And so when you get home, that energy then lingers in your home if you're not cleansing, if you're not cleaning, if you're not opening windows and things like that. So I feel like for you, you have to, and then rejuvenation. I didn't even see that word. And self-care. So self-care is really important for you guys, pile number 1. You just have to make sure that your mental state, your internal world, your body, mind, and spirit are aligned and all good. And if that happens, that's not to say things won't manifest for you if they aren't, but I feel like your manifestation powers will greatly be improved once your inner world is taken care of, once you feel comfortable with who you are and things of that nature. Next card, we have Neptune, dreams. Okay, you guys are definitely very creative, very intuitive, like I mentioned. So other people's energy can really attach onto you, or you may feel very empathetic to those people around you, so you kind of take on a bit of their emotions. This says imagination, memories, the subconscious. I feel like for you, what's really important for you in terms of manifesting is making sure that you are daydreaming. So for some of you, scripting might work, visualizing might work, anything that gets you to imagine a reality that you can be in, or like watching reality TV shows. For example, like if you want to be a real estate agent and you want to sell $1 million homes, you might watch Selling Sunset or Selling Tampa. I feel like y'all should definitely not be afraid to play around with your imagination. And I think the bigger you dream, the more inspired you will feel to actually go after those things. So it also says love, visions, right? Meditation. Ooh, yes, definitely. Get into that meditation energy. I feel like you will definitely get a lot of messages, not only from your dreams, but also from meditating, taking some time to relax. And I also feel like meditation goes hand in hand with this self-care energy. So there's a lot of water sign energy going on here, because the 4th house is ruled by Cancer, and then we have Neptune, which is ruled by Pisces, right? So I feel like you'd have to be very in tune with your emotions, your creativity, your divine feminine energy, okay? So some of you also need to work on your sacral chakra along with your heart chakra in order to make sure that you can manifest what you want. Okay. Some of you might manifest with like candle magic or crystal magic, any form of magic. I feel like that is definitely your form of manifestation. I guess magic is manifestation, so that's kind of redundant. But it says universal love, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, enchantment. I feel like with all of these words coming in together, it's just giving me that energy of you need to be allowed to dream, you need to be allowed to be yourself, you need to feel comfortable with who you are, and you need to be you need to feel comfortable with your ambitions. Some of you may think, oh, this is too big for me, or oh, that's so beyond me, or that's so far away, it'll take years. It doesn't matter what it is. You need to dream of it. And the more that you dream it and the more that you believe it, the manifestation, oh my God, will come out. And then we have ascendant here, outlook, okay? It says worldview, mission statement, expression, your affect, your role, your mark, your attitude, your outer self. I love this, guys. This is literally like a fucking, what is this? A timeline. There we go. It's like first you have to take care of your inner self, your self-care, right? Your roots. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure you're all good. After you do that, the next step is to visualize, is to imagine, is to create, is to allow yourself to dream, is to do that magic and do the work. And then the final part is doing the work, right? Worldview, your mission statement. Think of that. In a business, when they have a mission statement, it's always about what they're achieving, what they hope to achieve, or what they want to go after, what they want to do, your impact, right? What's your approach? What's your approach to this world? So I feel like once you do the dreaming, you need to do the work. Dreaming comes first for you guys. I feel like you have to do the creative visualization, because that will give you a little bit of direction in terms of what you want to do. So some of you may struggle with manifesting because maybe you don't know what you want to manifest. You just know that you want to manifest something that's not your current reality. But because you don't have necessarily a clear vision, or you may not have a clear vision of what it is that you want, it may be a little bit fuzzy to the universe. So they're like, so what do you want? Pile one. But yeah, see, ascendant, outlook, you got to work on your attitude. What is your approach to this world? You're going to write down your mission statement, you know, everything that you want to do. How are you going to put yourself out there? What's the plan? And then with all of these things together, boom, one, your body, mind, spirit are aligned. Boom, you're visualizing, you're manifesting, you're doing the work. Then pile three, that card number 3, you're doing that, that final, you're doing the physical work. This is more of the emotional work. This is the emotional work. This is more of the imaginary work, and this is like the physical work. Okay, well, let's get into these clarification cards. Ooh, we have the priestess, aka the high priestess. Okay, so you guys are definitely a water sign. You're definitely intuitive, and I feel like you have psychic abilities that you're not necessarily aware of, and these abilities can definitely help you connect to yourself, connect to your future self, and help guide you to what it is that you're trying to manifest. The high priestess, like, this is crazy. We have Neptune here. There's a lot of divine feminine energy. I definitely feel like you're very spiritual. You should be very spiritual. You should be very connected to yourself, and you should be connected to like your ancestry. And it doesn't have to be a certain type of spirituality or religion. Just whatever manifests, whatever resonates with you, that's what you should work with. So I feel like you have a lot of psychic energy. You know what I mean? It's like you have this energy that allows you to do things beyond what ordinary people are capable of. And so you're being encouraged to harness that energy and tap into it. It's that magic, it's that ether, it's that spirituality, the subconscious. Ooh, the hanged muse. Okay, y'all definitely water signs. And if you're not water signs, then you need to get into your water sign energy in order to manifest. The hanged muse. This is a card ruled by Pisces. The priestess is also ruled by Pisces, I believe. So we have 3 Pisces here. Maybe you need to collaborate with the Pisces, or you need to get into that Pisces energy, because when you think about it, Pisces is the last card. It's the last sign of the zodiac. So once you get to that 12th house energy, it's kind of like you've gone through everything. You've gone through everything once, and now that you're at the final house, you're like, you can look back at all of that and be like, wow, I went through all of that shit. Like, wow, I can't believe it. And then you start over again the cycle by going to Aries, boom, new cycle, first house, etc. So I feel like you're being encouraged to reflect and kind of look back on how far you've come, and also think about how have you manifested things in the past. Because for me, I noticed that like when I was in primary school, like standard 7, standard 8, there's no standard 8, excuse me, standard 7, you know what I'm saying? 7th grade, I was really good at manifesting. And I manifested a lot during that age. And so I always look back on what I did. And what I always did was I just faked it till I made it. You know, I acted the part ahead of time and made it seem like I was already there. And that always worked for me. But now it's a little bit hard for me to do that because I'm like, dang, these people are going to see that I'm a fraud. They're going to see that I'm faking it till I make it. But I mean, hey, it worked in the past, so it'll probably work now. I just need to get over that bit of social anxiety and not be afraid to put myself out there. So I feel like for some of you, the answer to manifesting and how you can manifest better is in your past. And so you need to reflect on how did you do things, everything that you've wanted, that you've manifested. What did you do to get that? And try to, replicate your best manifestations. We have the Ace of Inspiration in reverse. Interesting. I feel like this represents purging in a sense, because you see how it's like the rainbow is now, instead of the inspiration going in, it's going out. That's what it looks like since it's upside down. So I feel like for you, pile one, you need to do a lot of releasing. You need to be able to purge and let go of things in the past. And that's why this 4th house roots, it's so important. This was the first card out. You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, your inner world. So how you can purge your thoughts is by meditating. How you can purge your emotions is by journaling, crying, going for a run, working out or doing yoga. How you can purge, there's just a lot of energy that you need to purge. And even like inspiration, you need to purge, you need to get that out. Like if you're a creative and you're inspired and you don't, that can burn you out because you have all this creative energy within you that you're not letting out. So it's like this energy is stuck within you and then it explodes and then you're burnt out because you're like, oh, I'm a creative, but I'm not creating, So I feel like for a lot of you, this is about purging and not being afraid to kind of let go or release and kind of move on to the next thing. Because like I was saying, Neptune is the final house. It's time for you to, and the ascendant is the 1st house. It's time for you to move on from that reflection state and move on to the new cycle that you're starting. Wow, that's so crazy. I was literally giving that example and I didn't notice that, like, this is the 12th house. Well, kind of. Anyways. The Magician. What? Pile one. I feel like you have mastered the elements. So if you've mastered air, you've mastered earth, you've mastered fire. And that's why you're the magician. You have mastered these elements. But I feel like what's left, given the abundance of water energy here, I feel like what's left is for you to manifest water energy. Some of you may not be so in tune with your heart chakra or your emotions or your more divine feminine side. That's okay, but I feel like that's where a lot of your manifestation energy comes from. So if you want to manifest more, if you want to manifest better, it will probably benefit you to tap into that side of yourself, to nurture it, to make sure it's okay, and then allow that side to visualize, because you may be surprised by the kind of ideas that come to you when you allow yourself to meditate, when you allow yourself to focus on things like aesthetic and how you look, when you allow yourself to choose pleasure and desire over just obligation and whatever, you know what I mean? So maybe that's a side of you. And I forgot you guys got more cards than any other pile. So, oh my God, the Justice card. Oh my God, and the Tower. First of all, you guys are master manifestors. So if you're struggling to manifest right now, I promise you it's because you need to tap into your water sign energy. Because we have 5 major arcana. Okay, so we have, this is Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. Okay, so that's a lot of energies, but take what resonates. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But with the Justice card, there's that energy again of balance, of needing to master all 5 elements. It's like, oh my gosh, you see? Look at this. Sorry, I just noticed this visual similarity in how, like, the kind of colors are coming in, the motif, I'll say. So it feels like once you purge this energy again, you need to be allowed to open your crown chakra and let that creativity come in. But you need to have balance. You need to have balance between all 4 elements. You need to be Avatar Aang, and you need to learn all the elements, because you may struggle a little bit with manifesting if you do not master water sign energy. All right, with the Tower here, I'm feeling like whether you like it or not, something is gonna happen that's gonna make you tap more into that energy, okay? And I feel like with this card, I'm also getting the message that, like, your manifestations, I feel like some of you may be fire signs and you're used to your manifestations coming quickly. Fire signs and air signs. And so now you're in a phase in your life where manifestations are not going to come as quickly. That may be just a specific message for some of you. So you can't, it's like if you're used to your manifestations coming quickly, that's air and fire energy, right? So you can't always rely on air and fire. Sometimes you have to use water and earth in order to manifest something more stable and long lasting. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time for you. It's like you've mastered the quick manifestations. You know how to get that, like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, got it. But now it's like, well, what about something like a lasting love? What about something like buying a home? What about something like moving to a different country? Things that require time to manifest but are going to be stable for long term. I feel like that's kind of the energy where you're at right now, because when you're learning to manifest, it always goes in cycles. You learn different things at different times, right? So I feel like for you, pile 1, right now, the energy is learning how to work with slower manifestations, learn to work with your emotions, learning how to tap into that divine feminine energy. And also there's some things that you need to purge and release, especially with all this 12th house energy. I feel like there's a lot of reflection that you need to do, and you need to let go of some energy that is clouding your 4th house. It's clouding your inner world. It's clouding yourself, is clouding you, your thoughts, everything like that. So try doing a spiritual bath, cleansing your home, spiritual shower, just get some selenite and sleep with it under your pillow. Clear quartz will do good, mixed with black tourmaline, just to kind of protect your energy from other people. And if you're feeling a little drained, just try a little bit of tiger's eye or red ruby. So I was gonna pull advice cards, but I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like that's it for you, pile 1. So thank you so much for joining me today in this reading. Let me know how this resonated. I'm excited to comment and reply to all y'all messages if you want to leave some. So thanks so much for tuning into my frequency, and I will see you next time. Peace. Hey pile 2, welcome to my reading. If you chose this beautiful sparkly pyrite crystal, this is going to be your reading. I meant to say welcome to your reading. This is not my reading, this is your reading. Anyways, let us see what you can do to manifest. We're going to start with the Numinous Astro deck to get general themes on what you can do to manifest your desires, dreams, wishes, wants, all of that. 3rd house, perception. Ooh, so definitely with perception, how you see the world matters. What you think matters. The people that you keep around you matters. What you listen to matters. What you read matters. Okay, 3rd house is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is all about communication, all about your thinking, all about your perceptions, all of that good stuff. So it says speech, thoughts, social media excursions. Oh, okay. Some of y'all are meant to be social media baddies, whatever the vibe is, or maybe not like social media baddies, but you're meant to monetize your social media, or you will find success in manifesting through your social media. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Or some of you are trying to manifest social media influence, whatever. But it also says siblings, dating, excursions. Yeah, it's really, I feel like for you have to be very mindful of the things that you think of, the the things that you pay your attention to, because you know what they say, what you focus on grows, and I feel like that is especially true for you, pile 2. So I feel like in order for you to manifest, you need to consume things that are aligned with your manifestations. So, for example, let's say you're trying to manifest a home. You might watch HGTV more. You might watch Selling Sunset or Selling Tampa on Netflix. You might look at interior design blogs, things like that. Because you're going to be consuming that information. That's where most of your energy is going to be focused. Because I'm hearing that like your subconscious, it like, you know, it like a playback thingy. It plays back everything that you process throughout the day. So if it's playing back HGTV, you know, Architectural Digest, etc., and you wake up in the morning, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I feel so motivated to find a realtor today or look at properties in this area, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. It can be specific to whatever it is you're trying to manifest, but I feel like you need to feed yourself more content related to that. So on social media, watching more influencers or whoever who has the expertise or who has the information that you're looking for. 7th house relating. Oh, it's all about who you know too. So I feel like a lot of your manifestations will come from other people. Oh, y'all may be my air signs, my socialites. I feel like for you, your manifestations are they may be 10th house related. And by that I mean career, public perception, how the world sees you, your outer image, how you portray yourself to the larger world. And so it says partners, compassion, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, and social awareness. So there's that social, again, of course, right? Air sign, we have the 3rd house, Gemini, 7th house, Libra. So, and it's kind of cute how like the 7 is almost shaped like a heart. I've never kind of noticed that before. But yeah, so I feel like for you, a lot of your manifestations are going to come by way of people that you know. So networking might be very helpful. For some of you, I heard you need to update your LinkedIn profile or your backstage, whatever it is. Definitely networking will be so important for you guys. So try to go to conferences. You know, that's the air sign energy again. You're going to travel somewhere. You're going to go to a place with a bunch of like-minded people. You're going to meet people and talk to them, pick their brains a little bit. You might find, 10 people who are interested in helping you or who have, positions similar to what it is that you might be looking for. So this is really amazing. I feel like definitely I was gonna say definitely take advantage of the people around you, but I don't mean that in a negative way, like negatively taking advantage of them. But I feel like you needn't be afraid of expressing yourself and telling them your goals and ambitions. Because I feel like people want to help you and they're willing to extend an arm out, So the more you put yourself out there, the more likely you are to be supported by other people. And we have Saturn, wisdom. Wow. So discipline, structure, routine. That's funny because I said discipline and structure like just out of my brain. But as I look down, discipline and structure are the first 2 words on there. That's crazy. It says responsibility, grounding, restraint, ambition, self-control, realism. Okay. For you, I feel like to manifest, I feel like you're not the type to kind of inflate things. So I feel like for you, what might be most helpful in terms of manifesting, pile 2, would be setting practical, realistic goals, setting smart goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Okay, I'm sure y'all have heard of that, and if you haven't, yeah, try it out. So I feel like that's what will really work for you. So some of you may be Virgos as well. I feel like there's a strong earth sign aspect that needs you to be very grounded when you're doing manifestation. Given that, I feel like working with crystals will also help out. And if you have plant babies, taking care of them might help ground your energy and help kind of connect you to the earth. To kind of give you that inspiration or give you that energy or give you whatever it is that you need to manifest, okay? Very interesting. So let's get into this clarification. We have 2 of inspiration in reverse. Okay, interesting. I feel like there's something holding you back and it's fire sign related, fire energy related. I feel like with this telescope, I feel like and you see, it's kind of interesting how there's a telescope right there, but instead she's looking into the distance with just her bare eyes. And kind of like how I was saying, for you, it might be better to set, smart goals, small eatable small digestible goals that you can complete over a period of time. I feel like instead of her looking into the telescope to see into the distance, she'd rather look into the near future. So I feel like for you, pile 2, when manifesting, I feel like it's better to set shorter term goals. So maybe like 1 month goals. I don't know what short term might be for you. You can decide that for yourself. We have the 7 of Voices, right? This is literally what I was saying. Be careful of other people, okay? So I feel like there are people that want to help you. I guess this is a warning in a sense. There are people that want to help you, but there are also people that want to drag you down. And that's why you need to be very careful of the people that you keep around you. Some people may be pretending to be your friend just so that they can benefit off of your success, because they see that you're going to be successful, but they're like, oh, I don't really like pile 2, but I'm going to stick around because I know they're going to get money. I know they're going to be famous somehow, and they're going to take me with them. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of the people who are around you, and kind of use that Saturn energy, that kind of, what is it called? Discernment energy. And especially with the Libra and the Gemini, it's really a lot of mental energy here. So I feel like your critical thinking has to be on point. You have to be very aware of what's going on around you, because there's some people who might try to pull some wool over your eyes. They may be sheep in wolf's clothing. What? Wolf in sheep's clothing. However the saying goes, y'all know what I'm saying. And it's funny because it's not a wolf, but it's a coyote, a fox, whatever it is. And this girl literally has one of them on her head. That's literally a mixture of the two things that I said. That's crazy. So there are going to be people out there just who are sneaky and no good. So be mindful of the people you keep around you. Ooh, I feel like coming in the near future is a burst of inspiration. These fireworks, the fiery horse running into the distance, it's just giving celebration. Okay, so some of you are manifesting something that is about to manifest very soon, and I feel like never mind, but it does feel like a burst of fire. I'm also hearing, and there's a lot of fire. I mean, not necessarily a lot of fire. It's mostly air energy, air and fire. But I meant to say that, pyrite is ruled by Leo, and it's a very fiery crystal. So some of you might benefit from this, especially since, it's very shiny, glitzy, glammy. It also helps you with confidence and things like that. So some of you may benefit from purchasing a piece of pyrite. Say that 3 times fast. Night of inspiration. Yeah, some of you are definitely manifesting something that is coming very soon. Not only that, but you need to take advantage of bursts of energy that you get. I feel like maybe some of you kind of have we all have natural cycles and waves that we operate on, but I feel like for you specifically, pile 2, sometimes you have so much energy, you're so inspired, you're so creative. Other times you're just kind of like, I'm doing what I have to do just to get through the day, So take advantage of those moments where you're like, yeah, I'm on fire. I can burn this whole bitch down. 2 of materials. Very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like this is about balance again, because we do have Libra. But it's giving me don't try to juggle more things at once. So kind of like how I mentioned, it might be better for you to set short-term goals instead of long-term goals. I feel like it's also best for you to work on one project at a time. So it's like you might be like, okay, maybe this month I'm going to work on this. Next month I'm going to work on this. 3rd month I'm going to work on this. But each month you have short-term goals in there related to that individual project. I feel like that will definitely help you. I just heard ADHD. I don't know. But I feel like it'll definitely help you focus having one project at a time and putting all your energy into that. Especially when it comes to manifestation. Not necessarily project. One manifestation at a time. Or it may be a project. Maybe you're trying to manifest the project. Or you're working on your manifestation. And that's the project. Ooh, then we have the moon. This is a very beautiful card. If any of you listen to Chris Brown, this reminds me of the album cover for Heartbreak on a Full Moon. Heartbreak on a full moon. Okay, the moon card, Cancer, 4th house. There's an intuition that you have, but I feel like it's This is very interesting. Can you tell me more? Let me get some clarification on this card because I'm feeling confused yet kind of sure. It's like, how am I confused and sure at the same time? Can I get some clarification on the moon card, please? Why is the moon card here? Okay, we have the Chariot. Cancer again. So first of all, you are a champion. You'll be very successful at your manifestation. I think your current manifestation, you know, the Night of Inspiration, I'm feeling like something is coming quickly. I feel like you're going to be so on top of the world with it. But I'm still confused. I'm so confused, spirit guides. Because we have this Cancer energy here, right? But this is two very different sides of Cancer. This is like Cancer celebrating. It's Cancer defending. It's Cancer kind of being that person who's like, don't mess with my friends or my family or I'm gonna get you. So maybe you guys are like, don't mess with my manifestation or I'm gonna get you, you know. But I feel like in this instance, maybe just rearrange these. I feel like in this instance, I'm gonna pull some more cards, to be honest with y'all, because sorry, sometimes I get very like Virgo about these things. Okay, we have the Chariot here. Can you tell me more about the moon card and the Chariot? And we have Four of Cups in reverse. Let go of manifestations that haven't worked and let go of what people have tried to say about you in the past. I feel like there's a little bit of past energy here. Yep, 10 of Cups. What the fuck? You guys, this is amazing. But it's like there's an aspect of the past that you're still holding on to, and I feel like it's affecting you more emotionally than you realize. So the advice in this instance with the moon card here is to tap into your emotional side and purge a lot of energy, because I feel like it'll definitely taint the good things that are happening in your life, that have happened, that are going to happen. And you have a really good one coming up pretty soon. So I feel like you need to do like on the next full moon, you need to do a release, or it might manifest on the next full moon or before the next full moon. And it's the waning moon right now, maybe before the next new moon, because this is the time to like be purging and releasing. I feel like if you don't do this, that energy of past emotions, past manifestations that didn't work, past failures is gonna spoil your 10 of Cups. But we do have the 10 of Cups upright, which means you're gonna be happy, but this energy might creep in a little bit and just kind of spoil the fun. You know what I mean? Just like that. So for you, pile 2, yeah, definitely get into it. Yeah. Can we get some more clarification? Is that everything pile 2 needs to know? Yeah, that's it for y'all, pile 2. Well, that's it for y'all, pile 2. Thanks so much for tuning into my frequency. I hope this reading resonated. Leave me some comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pile 3, welcome. If you chose this dreamy, warm, and sexy Lapis Lazuli, welcome to your reading. So let's get into the messages. What can you do to manifest your wants, your dreams, your wishes, and your desires? We're going to start off with the Numinous Astro deck to get general themes about what you can do. Ooh, 8th house intimacy. So there's a need to be more intimate with yourself. There's a need to be more compassionate with yourself. I feel like you need to connect with yourself a little bit more and kind of think about, what is it that I really want? What is it that I really desire? And don't think about things that society tells you, like, oh, I want a 9-to-5 job that pays me, you know, $30 an hour, has great benefits. I want to live in a suburban starter home in the west side of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Forget what society has programmed you to think, pile 3. What is it that you want for yourself? Maybe you want to live off the grid and live off the earth. Maybe you want to travel the world and that is your job. Maybe you just want to be a stay-at-home mom or dad where your partner just takes care of everything. Whatever it is, I need you to just get real with yourself and be like, yo, okay, this is actually what I want and not this instead. And then have the confidence to go after that. But we also have the words investment, intensity, contracts. Pile 3, y'all can use your sexual energy to manifest. Okay, get into that sex magic. Some of you may also be interested in professions where you benefit off of your sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we also have mysteries here. I feel like for a lot of you, keeping your manifestation a secret, keeping it to yourself is what's going to be best for you. I feel like in your case, when other people hear your manifestations, they planted their seeds of doubt in that same energy. And when there's so much doubt from external people coming towards you, it can make it difficult for you to manifest. So I feel like you need to keep it hush hush or share with people who you absolutely 100% know are ride or dies, and they're gonna support you 100% of the way. Okay, so it also says investments. I don't know if I talked about that, and erotic capital. So I feel like for you, you might benefit well from investing. So whether that is stocks and options, whether that is real estate, whether that is art, whether that's designer handbags, Jordans, investing in assets that appreciate, or investing in assets that are easily monetized. I think that'll definitely help you. I don't know why that just came through like that. But in terms of like investments, I feel like definitely... Oh, I lost it. Ooh, Sagittarius. So maybe some of you do want to travel the world and you're tired of this, boring, go to work every day, 9 to 5, lunch breaks, small talk with my coworkers, drive home, so much traffic, get home to your dog is bothering you, you try to relax, kids are annoying, gotta cook dinner, oh my gosh, it's already 10 p.m, gotta do this for work, oh my gosh, it's midnight, gotta go to sleep, wake up at 5 a.m, get the kids ready for school, walk the dog, whatever it is, that shit is boring. You're like, what the fuck, I'm tired of that, okay? So the words here: enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, experiential, boundless, risk-taking. Okay, so I feel like for you, definitely, okay, I'm just gonna throw a word of caution in here. You need to have a strong discernment between what is your intuition and what is your anxiety, what is your fear, what your thoughts are. You need to learn how your intuition speaks to you, okay? And when that intuition speaks to you, you need to act immediately. If your intuition is like, I know this is crazy, but I need you to take a road trip to Atlanta, Georgia tonight. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm not going to Atlanta, Georgia tonight. I live 3 states away. And I feel like that's an absurd example, but maybe if your intuition tells you something and you're absolutely certain it's your intuition, it's best for you to act immediately. I feel like this resonates with me, for example, because when I started intuitive radio, it was literally just one day. I was just sitting, and then I was like, I'm going to record a video today. And I didn't know why I felt so determined, but I did. That was my first video ever. I did my setup. I figured it out, set up the camera, everything. And that first video got thousands of views. And all my videos on there got pretty good views just because I acted on that whim. And at that time, I was very full of anxiety about tarot and just starting a YouTube channel, putting myself out there. So it's not something I wanted to do, because I was nervous and I didn't want to start, but I did it anyway and it paid off. So I feel like for some of you, definitely this risk taking, this lucky, this boundless, you're very lucky. So I feel like for some of you, you don't necessarily have to do anything to manifest. You just have to be in the right place at the right time. And what gets you to the right place at the right time is listening to your intuition. Maybe like, let me go to the mall today. Let me just get a Jamba Juice. Oh shoot, I don't have any cushions. Let me go to Marshall's and just see what's in there, or whatever it is. And then boom, all of a sudden you meet someone who wants to hire you. Boom, all of a sudden you meet someone who's like, oh, whatever it is. I feel like your opportunities will definitely come from putting yourself out there. So if you're a homebody, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you gotta get out the house, please. Then we have semi-sextile, allowing. Literally, that's it. All you have to do is allow the manifestation to come. You're the lucky pile 3. Because not only can you benefit from your attractive looks, your sexuality. I feel like some of you have a very intense, scorpionic kind of, deep, mysterious, kind of enticing energy to you. Especially with this Lapis Lazuli, because this crystal represents, your dreams, fantasies, visions, things like that. So I feel like some of you really enchant people with your energy, right? Was that word on here? It was somewhere. You really enchant people with your energy. And I feel like just being out in public, allowing people to look at you, perceive you, be in your energy, they're gonna want to give you something. You know what Megan Thee Stallion said? I don't remember what she said. She's like, he just picked me up something because he said he wanted to, or something like that. One of her songs. Like, that's literally you. And so the keywords for semi-sextile are encourages, compensates, intuits, right? Trust that intuition. Should I go to the mall today? Yes. Do you want to go for a walk to that park you haven't been to in 2 months? Yes, do it. It says cycles, grows, realizes, rewards, clarifies, encourages, and responds. Okay, so I feel like just for you, being active, similar to pile 2, in the sense that the more that you communicate with people, the more that you put yourself out there, the more opportunities will find you. And to be honest, when you're a Sagittarius, you don't even most of the time, like if you're a Sagittarius, Mars or Moon, most of the time manifestations literally just come to you. So for some of you, you need to kind of also tap into that energy of being boundless and allow yourself to receive all of these blessings that are coming to your life. Because if you doubt it, it'll be easy to push that away. Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy. Literally, some of you may manifest with the moon cycles over here. So right now it's a waning moon. So this is a great time for you to do some purging, do some releasing, some cleaning, a little bit, all of that energy right there. So temperance is all about balance as well. And it's about alchemy. It's about... I don't know why I just did that. But, in the original tarot, it's the angel with the 2 cups. Yeah. So I feel like definitely working with the moon phases. When the moon is waxing, fill your life with inspiring things, go out more, go put yourself out there more, do more things. Once it comes to the full moon, do a little bit of a full moon ritual, whatever works for you. And then when the moon is waning, then that's when you want to release. That's when you homebodies can stay at home and kind of, focus on the more passive side of manifestation. And so thinking of that, it is also giving me yin and yang, making sure that when you manifest, you're taking what is it called when taking consideration? Is that a thing? Taking consideration of both your masculine and your feminine energy, both your active and your passive energy. Ooh, the devil. Literally, bro. Literally fucking, that's crazy. Scorpio, right there. Literally. I'm telling y'all, if you want to be like a stripper, or, you want to work in the adult entertainment industry, or whatever it is, y'all, it doesn't even have to be that. Maybe you want to write erotica. Maybe you want to do erotic audios or podcasts. I feel like it doesn't even have to be that either. You could be like a model, but you're just like a sex symbol, like in the public eye. Whatever it is, I feel like your energy, this scorpionic energy you have, some of you might have Mercury in Scorpio, Pluto in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio. Ooh, Mars in Scorpio. If y'all have Mars in Scorpio, comment down below and hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like you have this very intense, deep, passionate, mystifying, enchanting, captivating, hypnotizing kind of energy about you. So literally just going out in public and looking at somebody, they will come to you and be like, hey, do you want a full course dinner on me? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Do you want a full ride to Cal you? We have Queen of Voices, right? Putting yourself out there, but also having that analytical thinking, being strategic, okay? If you have seen an eventing Anna, don't do what Anna did. Anna had that energy, even if you haven't seen it. Anna had the energy of that Scorpio kind of devil energy, and where even though she was kind of mean to people and she was kind of rude, people were still attracted to her. They loved her energy. They didn't understand why they cared about her so much. But what Anna lacked was that Queen of Voices, that tact, that strategy, you know. Her plan was working, but because she lacked strategy and intent and critical thinking, everything fell apart, you know? And so I think for you, Pile 3, it's very important for you to, allow things to come and happen to you. But when they do, be very critical about how you're going to proceed, how things are going to play out. You need to be very aware of what all the stipulations and requirements and all of that. You got to be very aware of what all of that is, okay? So I would definitely recommend tapping more into your air sign energy, your analytical energy, your discerning energy, and also, your air, fire, and water energy right now is looking like that's what mostly helps you manifest. We have the 3 of Inspiration. Literally, guys, I just heard domino effect. It's like all you have to do is kick over one of those dominoes and then everything else is going to happen for you. So I feel like for you, Pile 3, the message is that all you have to do is take the first step and maybe the second step. And then the spirit, the universe will handle steps 3 through 4,000. Literally, like all you have to do is do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll handle 6 through 10,000 or whatever it is. Okay, so I feel like y'all, like I mentioned, are very lucky in that way. But what may block that energy is again doubting your ability to do this. Do you actually believe that you are able to manifest things by doing nothing? I feel like some of you have noticed that happens. You're just kind of like, well, I didn't do anything to manifest this, but I wanted it and I got it. Like, for real. Comment down below if you have. I would love to hear your stories. But yeah, to me, it just seems like y'all are lucky in that all you have to do is take the first few steps, take the leap. You're kind of like the Fool card. All you have to do is jump and a parachute will appear. You know? You just have to take that first, second, third step. Oh, then we have the Queen of Inspiration. Okay, definitely air and fire are 2 prominent energies, and water, of course. That's Scorpio, devil energy. This is giving me fire vibes though. But Queen of Inspiration, you're beautiful, you're inspiring, you have a lot of creative ideas. You can, oh my God, y'all, people are so attracted to you, it's kind of unbelievable. Like, I feel like for some of you, or even most of you, I feel like a lot of people that you run into are attracted to you. Men, women, non-binary identifying people are attracted to you. And I feel like you may not realize that. Like, literally, you might be walking through the grocery store and every person you walk by is like, dang, Pile 3 is so fly. Literally, y'all, I definitely feel like with that came through so strongly because I was literally talking about just, Queen of Wands type energy. But be mindful, because I don't know if some of you have like an attitude, or maybe you're like very witty or sarcastic. Yeah, I feel like sometimes things you say can come off a little bit sharp or curt, and some people may be like, oh, I'm wounded, you wound me, but they're like, well, you're cute anyway, so you can do that. So just be mindful of how you express yourself and how you put yourself out there, because I feel like that will also play a great part in your success and your manifestations. Because like I mentioned with inventing Anna, she lacked that aspect. She had everything, but she lacked the emotional intelligence to interact with other people, and that's why everything kind of fell through in the end. All right, let's get some advice Pile 3, Lapis Lazuli. What can they do to manifest their goals, wishes, dreams, and desires? What can they do? Take the first step, guys. What the hell? Some of you are procrastinators. And I didn't mean for it to come off like that. It literally just like, maybe that's one of your guides or like ancestors coming through. But I feel like for some of y'all, like, if procrastinating is a form of self-sabotage that manifests in your life, I feel like it's very important for you to kind of not be afraid to take the first step and take that initiative. Advice for pile 3. Oh, the star and the 4 of wands in reverse. Oh, upright, the 4 of wands. Okay, so allow yourself to dream more of stable long-term manifestations. I feel like all your manifestations, everything that you dream of, everything that you want, everything that you desire is meant for you. It's stable. The 4 of wands here. So manifestations or intentions that kind of come to you naturally, you're like, okay, this is a natural next step in my life. I feel like those are very divinely guided and they're very stable and they're meant to be in your life. So allow yourself to tap into that Aquarius revolutionary energy. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to kind of hope for the best. Because all your manifestations are stable. Any more advice? How can pile? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So work with that. You know, when you manifest, to be honest, you just have to work with all the signs. So with this card, the Ace of Pentacles, I think for some of you, a new opportunity is coming through very soon. Maybe financially related or home related or stability related or body related. Okay. I hope y'all can't hear my dog barking. But yeah, I'm gonna end the reading here and go feed my dog. But thanks so much for tuning into my frequency pile 3. If this reading resonated, comment down below. Don't forget to let me know, have you manifested something quickly or without having to do much? Let me know, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hey pile 4, what is up? If you chose this sparkly deep purple amethyst, I mean all amethyst is purple, but this is your reading, so welcome. First, we're going to start by taking a look at the Numinous Astro deck to get some general themes about what you can do to manifest your dreams, your desires, your wishes, all of that. Ooh, get out of the box. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to kind of be a revolutionary. Don't be afraid to kind of, you know, break the status quo, to experiment, you know. I feel like your unique thoughts and your unique perspective really bring a lot to whatever space that you're in. So in order for you to best manifest your desires, I think you need to be more encouraging and receptive to this energy within you. It may be a bit uncomfortable at first because as humans, we're wired for social conformity. So when you do things that are against the norm or apart from the standard, it can feel very difficult in a way. But I do feel like for some of you, you manifest very well with technology and you kind of manifest things by accident. So you might start down on one path of doing something and then you discover something else and then you go on that path and then all of a sudden your manifestation arrives in the most unexpected way. Very, very interesting. Mercury, okay. So we have a lot of air sign energy already. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Uranus rules Aquarius. So we have words, thoughts, analysis, information. Yeah, you guys definitely feel very different from the rest of the piles. And if you were drawn to pile 1, make sure to go check that out. So narrative, muse, wonder, perception, curiosity. I definitely feel like some of you may also be a bit of a Sagittarius or like a Sag Aquarius mix, Sag Gemini, Virgo mix, Virgo, Sag mix. I don't know, whatever the combination may be, because I'm getting this energy that you need to do more practical things. So for some of you, like the 3x3 method will work because that's practical. You're writing down 3 sentences of what it is that you want to manifest. You're just writing it down. It's one and it's done. I feel like you need practical, like realistic, tangible kind of manifestations so that you can see what you've done and kind of work with what you have. It's very interesting. I feel like for you, what will help is taking a lot of that air energy and transmuting it to earth. So like I mentioned, you could write something down. Now your manifestation is tangible. You might program a crystal. Now that manifestation is tangible whenever you carry that crystal around with you. Things like that. Scripting, that's turning your manifestations in reality into a way. Yeah, very interesting, pile 3. Let's see what else. And the numinous, the unknown, the unknowable. ESP, aka extrasensory perception, psychic abilities, the cosmos. It's so crazy because every single one of these piles has gotten a very intuitive kind of psychic side to them. And it's very interesting that, the collective of this energy, I feel like in order for all of you, including you, Pile 4, to manifest, you need to tap into your more spiritual, more etheric, more otherworldly side. You need to tap into that energy realm, that energetic realm. In order for you to manifest really well, you need to know how to work with energy. You need to know how to work with earth, fire, water, wind, ether. Okay, so I'm definitely getting for you that right now you're manifesting earth and air, or you're mastering earth and air. And so that what I mean is you're mastering thinking of your manifestations, working with them in your mind, learning how the things that you say, the things that you read, the things that you speak have an impact on your manifestations. And then also how to ground that. How do you make your manifestation tangible? By bringing it down into earth instead of leaving it in the 5D or whatever. Okay, let's look at these clarification cards. 4 of inspiration in reverse. I feel like for some of you, the inclination may be to work as a lone wolf. And I'm kind of getting that I can't tell. It's really a mixed bag for this one. It's either that you do need to collaborate and that you're not collaborating with other people, or that you're doing too much collaboration. Yeah, it's that. This Uranus here just clarified that for me. It's just that, yeah, because if you're in a group of people and you're bringing all these cutting edge ideas and they're all sticks in the mud, you're going to be held back. And you're not going to be able to manifest what you want. So either collaborate with like-minded people or go it alone. I really feel like collaborating with duds will really mess up your energy. 9 of materials in reverse. Yeah, like I was saying, there's this aspect of tangible manifestation that is kind of missing at this point. I feel like you need to have some sort of practicality. So maybe more of your emotions or more of your manifestation work is on the air and water sign energy. But I kind of feel like you need to learn how to kind of bring that down into a tangible, more physical form. How can you actually work on your manifestation in the 3D? So grounding that energy is a great way for you to manifest whatever it is that you want. Make sure that you always ground the energy. And it's kind of interesting how these group of girls here are all sitting on this rock while floating in the clouds. I feel like the message there is kind of like, oh, and yeah, each of these strings coming out of their heads is kind of representing a different element. So I feel like you need to be grounded in order to get guidance on how to work with the elements in order to manifest what you want. Even though they're floating in the sky, they're still sitting on a rock. So it doesn't matter how lofty your manifestations are, if you don't ground them and bring them down to earth, it'll always be difficult to manifest them. We have 6 of materials. Okay, balance, yeah. So this is coming out as an indication to make sure that, again, you're balancing all the elements in your manifestations. And right now it seems like the balance that's a bit off, if you're having trouble manifesting, is between air and earth. So some of you, it could even be like vice versa. Maybe you're too much in the earth side and you need to kind of get into the air. Whatever the mix of elements is, there's too much of doing one thing and not enough of doing the other. So you got to make sure that there's always balance with whatever it is that you're manifesting. For example, if you say, I want to lose 5 pounds in the next month. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Let's say you want to lose 5 pounds in the next month. You can say your affirmations, you can do your meditations. All of that is important. It helps. But you also need to go for walks. You also need to do yoga. You also need to eat healthy, drink more water, go to the gym. All of that is also a part of your manifestation. And they're both equally important because the spiritual side helps you stay connected to the root of what it is that you're trying to manifest, so you kind of don't get lost in the waves. Whereas the practical side helps you actually accomplish that more. Of course, there are some manifestations where like air energy or fire energy is required more versus water and earth, but like I mentioned, it's all about the mix of energies that you have within yourself. So kind of think and sit and say, what do I do a lot of when I'm manifesting, and what do I need to do more of when I'm manifesting? Think about what it is that you're already doing and think about what it is that you're not doing. It might help you to kind of categorize it by element. Like, for example, let's say I paint every day. That would be like fire sign energy. Or I research art galleries that are hiring new artists. That's more air sign energy. Painting every day is fire and earth. You know what I'm saying? And then the water side would be being emotionally attached somehow to kind of like what you're doing. I think meditating would also be a bit of that water sign energy. I hope this is making sense. I really went on a tangent right there. Ooh, then we have the death card in reverse. With this moth here, I feel like y'all are in the cocoon. It's like you're trying to break free. You're trying to open up. You're trying to start something new. But I'm kind of getting the sense that there's definitely something from your past or an old cycle, something that needs to die that is literally keeping you wrapped up in these cloths right here. So I feel like there's something that you need to let go of, something that you need to purge, something that you need to release in order for you to manifest. We'll get some clarification on what that is in just a moment, in just a jiffy. Ooh, then we have the strength in reverse. Guys, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? The strength card in reverse. I just heard ego. Can you tell me about the death card, please? Let's do it like this, since I'm going to clarify these ones. Can you tell me more about the death card and why it's here relating to pile 4's manifestation ability? Knight of Wands in reverse. Can you tell me more about the death card and why it's here in relation to pile 4's one card, please? Thanks. Queen of Swords. Okay, less fire, more air. It's like you haven't really mastered your fire sign energy, but you've mastered your air sign energy. Death. What does that have to do with the death card, though? I think you need to let go of your old form of manifestation or your tried and true form of manifestation. I'm getting the sense that you are a better manifester with air sign energy, but I feel like you kind of like working with fire sign energy. Can you tell me more about this strength card? So it's like you need to change. Like I keep mentioning, you have to master each element in order to manifest, right? And so I feel like your fire sign energy isn't as, like you're still learning how to work with it, but it's like you prefer it. Maybe you are a fire sign, but it's like your air sign energy is more developed. That's probably why we have Mercury and Uranus here. It's funny. Strength card. Can you tell me about this strength card? And we have the strength card there in reverse, which is also fire sign. So, okay, why is the strength card here in relation to pile four's manifestations. What does it mean? Why is the strength card here in this conversation about manifestation abilities for pile four? Thanks. Oh, we have the Magician, y'all. It's funny because this came out in the previous pile, but they're I see why they sorry, I'm getting excited. Okay, but you see how there's that infinity sign by her head? I feel like you have infinite potential with your air sign energy. Your air sign energy, your ability to think, your ability to think critically, your ability to analyze, your ability to interpret information, your ability to communicate with other people, your ability to understand others and make yourself understood. I feel like all of that is exceptionally more developed than any of your other abilities. So some of y'all may have went to school for communication, or you work in multimedia, you work in some marketing communication type of position, maybe likely, maybe even like being a lawyer or an attorney or a prosecutor. I don't know the difference between those things. So and between her hands she has two crystals, so there's that air and earth energy right here represented in the Magician card, the card of manifestation. It's so interesting how they brought out this card in this deck, because the Magician card came out in a different deck, but I love how the symbolism really comes together and it matches what I said. You have an infinite potential with your air sign energy, but you need to work with your earth sign energy to get that grounded. Can you tell me more about the strength card in reverse? And then there's an infinity here. It's so crazy. She's holding an infinity in this reading. I mean, she's holding an infinity in this card in her hand. So literally it's like you need to have the mental and the tangible kind of abilities, you know? That's so awesome how it's all coming together. In different decks too, like, come on now. Alright, can I get one more card of clarification for the strength card for my pile fours, my babies? Can we get one more card of clarification for my pile fours? Any more advice? Is there anything about the strength card? Well, y'all, I think it's looking like that's it. Anything else for my pile fours? Okay. Oh my god, not the devil again. You know what? Oh, just kidding. Oh, the devil and the death card? What? I'm gonna put this one over here because I feel like that kind of matches. Four Swords, meditating. Ooh, y'all need to meditate. That will definitely help you. That'll definitely help you come up with better ideas, or kind of resonate more with yourself and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. I feel like definitely taking some time to meditate and kind of think and breathe for a moment, you'll get a lot of downloads about how you can manifest and achieve your manifestations, especially because we have this infinity over here on the Magician's head, and we also have a lot of air sign energy. And with that devil card in reverse, I feel like you are releasing this toxic attachment to the past in terms of, well, I wouldn't say toxic if it's related to just your your style of manifesting. So if it's just your style of manifesting, I wouldn't say that's toxic, but there may be something else in the past that is holding you back, and that I'm feeling is a little bit toxic. But oh my gosh, I hope y'all cannot hear that. Okay. But yeah, with the devil card, I feel like you are definitely letting go of that. You're about to climb down these stairs and make your way out of that situation, all right? So pile 4, this is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my frequency. I hope this resonated for you. And if it did, leave me some comments down below. I would love to parlay, get it chit-chatting down there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.